I wish they would ride. Don't ever I like you kill till the 4th day of July.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
31. What do you do in real life when you're not doing this?
I don't know.
No, it sounds like you're qualified for like about 100 different things. That's why I'm curious how you keep body and soul together.
I'm a truck artist.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, it's forestry, silviculture, mechanic, sort of, whatever.
So you really are the guy I want as my best friend. If I'm out in the bush and that truck needs fixing,
Oh yeah, that's me.
let Hal have a crack at it. He'll keep it going. Yeah, I picture it had a couple of guys like you in the Road Warrior. These were the guys you really counted on to get you out of trouble because they were the only ones who knew how to fix the trucks anymore.
I got Fords going where Ford Canada couldn't. Right.
So how long have you been working on this project?
Forever.
There we go.
Yeah, I think there was
Happy creator of the entire situation.
Hell, I've seen the dike. I think we ought to go there.
Who's he talking about?
Hey, I'm on strike. I gotta go there.
Another one of them damn bus drivers. Look, honey, they've turned this whole thing into some kind of cabin. I knew there was something fishy going on with this strike.
More money, less work.
Meanwhile, I'm housebound. I can't get to my therapy sessions. It's all your fault. You long-haired freak. You and your damn bus.
Oh my God.
And there's the pilgrimage woman herself. So you need a personal photographer. Who's going to be in charge of this thing? There you go. We hand it over to Anita.
You gonna show me?
It's recording.
Point and shoot.
You just look. And
Zoom.
you can zoom in and out by going back and forth with that funny toggly thing.
I would say that being that there's no parking signs up on that dike, it's actually a nicer view.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you wait, or do you want to transfer now? Why don't you wait until you get?
How long have you had it?
I've had it for a year and a half. Got it in, well, let's see, early December of '99, in Duncan. It had been stripped, and there was nothing in it except there was a toilet sitting there, and there was no paneling, no carpet. It was just tar, and it was ugly. Broken window, rust. There's a steel section that was going rusty. So it's been a lot of work to bring it up to this point.
What? How did you convert the engine? What were you? Is it a kit of some sort? There's a company down in southern Ontario I know that does methanol conversion kits for engines.
That would be for a gas engine.
Yeah, that's right. Now, what did you do here?
Nothing. And that's the thing about these engines, is that they were originally run 101 years ago. Dr. Rudolf Diesel unveiled his compression ignition engine at the 1900 Paris World Exposition on peanut oil. So he disappeared not long after that, and thus the fuel has also been tagged with his name, and he probably wouldn't appreciate that. It's strange that in North America it's not known, or it's very obscure that this can be done, but it would seem to be a better fuel on a lot of counts. The basic idea of the diesel engine was to burn vegetable oil. As initially, I believe that was part of Rudolph's reasoning after he gave up working with coal dust, is that you ought to be able to grow your fuel. But definitely the idea was to drive across and not spend money on fuel. And so this kind of waste, well, I believe that waste is not a natural, it does not occur in nature, period. And it's our idea that, we waste stuff, or it's waste vegetable oil, it's garbage, so we're trashing the place.
Yeah. So this is to demonstrate a viable alternative.
Yeah, as well as to see the country.
Well, the kind of guy I'd like as my best friend if the shit ever hit the fan. We're back to the Stone Age and we need to rebuild civilization. This is the guy I want, keep it simple, keep it...
That has to happen.
Yeah.
Scan down to the diesel conditioner and dog shit. Yes?
Yanking out the cord, electrons' invisible last thrash dance. Fade away the turbine roar up a cathode ray anarchasm that flows so vast to shock hard and make a comfy, easy lifestyle come automatically with access to the grid.
Well, and back there,
He's sleeping.
She's the secret weapon. She first came from England to Canada in, was it 1947? And she hitchhiked across the Atlantic and came to Newfoundland. And that's the other aspect. She joined because she wanted to get back to where she first arrived in Canada.
Good way to do it.
And she's our secret weapon, being a really respectable looking type elderly woman and well worded. So it's, just, hey, can we take your grease? No, sure.
And I don't care who I travel with. All I got to do is get to Springdale, Newfoundland, and rent a boat and go to Tommy's Arm. Yeah.
All right. Ozar, do you have a mission statement?
To rock the world. The world is confused by lies. We're trying to solve some of those lies by proving them incorrect.
Lord, make it talk.
Conserve the diesel because I used more than I wanted to in Alberta.
And it costs money.
Well, I wanted to not add any diesel to the tank the whole duration, having filled up on the west coast.
Yeah.
Half a tank?
Over half a tank.
So essentially, if I forget about the vegetable oil, you've gone from the Pacific coast to here on half a tank of gas.
Yeah, well, there was a bit of an accident too at one time. I hadn't flipped one of the levers back, so I pumped a bunch, I don't know, probably a quarter tank of diesel into the grease tank.
But you didn't even need to do that.
No, it was an accident. I didn't want to do
Oh,
that.
jeez. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
There's the sound.
Okay, the big league, like McDonald's, uses hydrogenated,
Yeah.
which not only is inedible, but is I can't deal with.
No,
I have to shovel
that's
it or melt it or something. So it's the smaller restaurants, fish and chip type stands.
Your classic greasy spoon.
Yes, thank you. That uses straight canola, or
Yeah.
liquid canola, which is better. Assess the color. Is it amber sweet? Oh yeah, good grease.
Well, you know, the thing is, if you came in, we want grease, you know, and
Like we do.
exactly.
And as you say, they have to pay to take it away anyway. So
Yeah, that's right. You know,
it's
take
in
it off.
their benefit. But at most they request we don't make a mess.
Yucky, yucky. Let's get out of here.
Good morning.
They were celebrating you a minute ago. So
Oh, good.
As a secret weapon.
you're the secret weapon that you wander in and ask nicely for gasoline or for vegetable oil for gasoline.
Gasoline, same difference.
How do you explain that to them? What
I
kinds of
just
looks
tell
do you
them. They go, wow, that's wonderful. Help yourself.
get? Really?
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Nobody's turned us down.
Get excess restriction in the feed line from the tank, the engine, because of the amount of fish and chips in the fuel. So we reverse bleed it, reverse purge, sorry, using the air hose. Connected to the air lines, thus. Thus. And if you go around that side, you'll see the yellow and black garden hose going into the cranberry juice jug.
Yeah. Oh, disgusting. It's nothing but chips and gravy. On the one side is canola, Canadian oil, rapeseed. On the other, oil, as we know it. Black gold, Texas tea, Saskatchewan coffee. How's the grease? Grease is delicious.
As Mother Earth intended, straight and raw. Yum yum.
Go, go, girl, go. It's not a sexual. Oh. That's an awfully large penis you have, my friend.
What kind of data are you collecting? Secret data.
Yeah.
Yeah, these ships here, known as a Laker, they run on hash oil. See how they don't really look after the paint job even though it's running in fresh water? You can tell they're running on hash oil.
He mysteriously disappeared shortly thereafter.
Mysteriously disappeared.
There's
some research
a trans-channel steamer between France and England. It was a calm night. disappeared. They found him a couple days later floating in the English Channel.
Rudolf Diesel, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diesel. Okay,
He wasn't the first to come up with a compression ignition engine.
It was a Frenchman, I believe.
I think so. From Alsace, maybe.
I think it was a Frenchman, but Diesel gets the credit. Rudolf Diesel. More research is required.
More research is required. So you guys just decided to cross Canada, and do you publicize this, or?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not really, not yet.
Okay.
But yesterday we were in Ottawa and at the transport headquarters, the OC Transpo, and they were quite interested in it, and there was some press.
Really?
It would not, in 10 years from now, it wouldn't, even on diesel, at OC Transpo, the brand new buses now are approximately 1.5 times the maintenance cost of the 70s series of these buses, 1970s, the newer ones. And they're towing them in all the time. They had to donate a bunch to Cuba because they couldn't even deal with these three, after 3 years, they said, they sent them to Cuba. The Cubans can probably figure them out.
Okay.
So these buses here, this series of bus, has been the most reliable ever, and that is what all the transit authorities say that I've talked to.
And what's the model?
This is a GM truck and coach division. It's a classic. They call it a new look or a aquarium.
Aquarium or new?
The aquarium. Well, that's what it was called at the time when it came out. The fishbowl, in regards to its.
Yeah. What's the official name?
Well, it's SDH 5302.
SCH 502.
5302. Suburban Diesel Hydraulic is what it stands for. So this was not a transit model coach with rear exit doors,
Okay.
and this was the Suburban. This was the medium to long runs.
Okay.
So
it's not a city bus, it's more like a route bus.
Yes, it was originally bought by Greyhound, but it was later acquired by BC Transit and was used in a transit application. And these buses, it looks familiar to you, I'm sure. It looks like a lot of transit buses. These buses have given more service than any others, and as much as anything, it's the engine, the 671 engine, which is a GM engine, or it was Detroit at the time, Detroit GM. Yeah, they're legendary for living a long time, doing good work. And they knew how to do that, and then it's like the Dodge Slant 6 in the 60s came out, and oops, they made it too good. And too good, it was too reliable.
We've been chartered for a rave.
Oh, cool.
This, ça va être correct. Ça va être correct. Donne-lui plus. Parce que...
Bienvenue!
No, you're just like a ghost.
Aussitôt que tu tournes, là, tu vas connaître à gauche. Il y a deux agents qui sont là. English?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Hang a left. As soon as you turn left, you're going to see two guys with flashlights. You're going to park as close as possible to the guys, okay?
Thank you. Here's it.
Excusez, à quelle heure départez à Montréal? Allez. Allez.
On a tout, là? Yeah. Salut. Prochaine.
I very enjoy to be with you people of Canada. Only Canada in the world. Canada beers are not the best, but they are not the... How do you say it? They are not the best, but they are not the worst. have a good life on the earth.
Merci.
So we empty the jugs and see what's in there?
It's closed now.
Yucky.
Let's get out of here.
I tend to be respectful of people who are on missions.
Oh, good.
Hi. We're an RV.
Yeah.
How much they want?
$4.50.
How's it with you tonight? Pretty good. Does the fog get worse as we go on, or is it?
I haven't heard, but I assume it's probably the same.
Giggy and Peggy.
This is Jeffrey cooking Anne's Giggy. Jeffrey and
Ravi.
Anita will add and eat Anne's Giggy.
Cut.
We'll go scrunching.
Springdale's the first place I stepped on land
Is that right?
on this continent, so here I am to say hello.
Hello again, yeah. Father worked at Tommy's Arm years ago. and the drum barker.
It was the weekend when we got in there, and they anchored up in the bay, and there was a load of pulpwood to pick up,
yeah.
and shack, a bunkhouse up on the hill, and that's all that was there that I could see from the boat.
Father probably worked there in about 1950.
I was there in 47.
47. Now, he may have been around there in those years. I'm not sure if he worked there then or not. But he lived in that area. He lived in Pillizon, which is right next door. So grandfather would have been around there. My uncle and father. And well, everybody went to Tommy's Arm back then. Well, to see the ships coming in and for work, to fish and to get salmon and put their nets out and whatever.
But there's so much more of the town than there was.
That was a big difference.
Oh, you're not kidding, because there was no road.
No electricity either, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. Which we didn't think that much about those days.
And Tommy's Arm, and this is where we are now, Springdale.
Okay.
So Tommy's Arm is in Notre Dame Bay.
Somewhere along here, Ann Brook came in. Years ago.
Everybody was talking Joey, and no Joey.
Springdale, Newfoundland.
How's that? Good level?
I'm Harald Hewett.
H-A-L?
H-A-L-H-E-W-E-T-T.
Okay, and you're the driver? Or?
Yeah, driver, mechanic.
Armpit sweat under my nose. That's better. I love my beer mouth.
It's Link Ray! This is a drink fest. We encourage you to drink.
Yeah, it's not your last ball, but if you get your stock in good faith ahead of time, then you can end up with more than 3 jugs at a table when it is last ball. So, there you go.
And
I hear that
call your parents. Get them down here.
The kegs are all
Is there any parents in the house? All right.
It's been decided that alcohol is an organic chemical, and that therefore, if you're drinking alcohol, it is organic. It's good. For those of you wondering, I found out the meaning of this song is a song that the little children sing. They join hands around the drunkard, and they mock him for losing his wig, losing his money.
Where's your wig? These
Losing
boys
his
are going to
walking
come in
stick.
without a wig. It's $2 in the jar. That's all, boys. Come on in. Drink and drink and drink.
There's a dusky husky maiden in the Arctic, and she waits for me, though it is not in vain. Oh, one day I'll put my mucklucks on and ask her if she'll wed me when the ice worms nest again. In the land of pale blue snow, where it's 99 below, waiting for me there with a ham bone of a bear. And she'll take me hell from
motorhome. It's 40 feet. Yeah.
We're so back. Humans don't know the shit they come from. We come from the most warlike species, like baboons and the purple-ass mandrill, that they would eat each other. They'd kill each other. They would rarely eat each other. Well, humans
even if the theory
have
of
a tradition of eating each other.
Even if the theory of evolution is wrong, we still come from the most savage fucking thing.
You know,
we come from humans. It's like
we're the only species to have invented, say, like buses and rock and roll. We're the only species to have been documented to have wiped out whole civilizations. We're the only species that can continue to do that successfully. And I think George W. Bush is on the right track. If he takes the whole world in the next war, I think I am on his side, because we have no longer any further use for the humans on the planet.
We are Americans. We are Americans, and we will fuck you so hard. So if anything, I think we have to annex Vermont.
Before they annex us.
Yeah, before they annex Canada, let's annex Vermont. We'll start with Vermont.
Speaking of the border.
And then we'll go for Alaska. Yeah, we don't know shit. The only war I've ever been involved with was directly against these people who were coming into my clan beds. And I won't name names, no one will talk about it. But I was firing shit at them.
Did you bomb them?
I fired stuff at them.
You shot bullets?
Yes. No, I shot things at them.
That'd be lead.
Fireworks.
You shot fireworks?
It was just after Halloween. I'm an
army of one.
I'm a banjo player.
An army of one firing the Roman candles at the unknown.
We're gonna take it out. That's the whole thing about the planet. We are gonna take it out.
We have to figure out what we're all about now, because the whole world has changed. And, you know, it got down and it needed change.
If the faith that I maintain in my kind serves me correctly, we will figure something out from this. It's gonna get ugly, and hopefully on the other end, things will get better and beautiful. I mean, beautiful may be a stretch because humankind has never really gotten there, but hopefully we'll figure out how to live with each other.
Some humans
how to treat each other like humans.
Yeah, that's funny.
The golden rule. It's so simple. So fucking simple.
He's becoming a lightweight, only half a bottle.
The whole trip makes me so happy. I think about it and go, that was the greatest fun. Harold, all confidence, ease with himself. You know, he was the knight in shining armor and the silver cross. He doesn't like to admit it, but of course he does.
Yeah.
It was a legend. And when Hal and Jeff are at their best was when there was difficulty. And those two, as supporters of each other, was astounding. Because they've sailed together.
Yeah.
They've defended each other against life and everything else.
Yeah, it's a brother act.
It's a brother act, and it's total. It was great. What was I on about?
I don't know. So, what do you think you proved, or did you prove anything?
I proved that packaging is the product.
Yes? How so?
Putting enough dumpsters and you'll find out.
Nice one. If you had it to do over, would you do it again?
Ah, yeah.
Ah, yeah?
I might do it anyway.
So what's ahead in the future?
More of the real world, I guess.
Okay, and everybody say shit.
Shit.
Everybody say bullshit.
Bullshit.
Tie up your hopes in a tangled knot. One sharp slice will suffice. Leave me an ocean, I'll go fishing. No, we're not down, no, almost never now. Shed this last tear and get out of here. River weaves its tangled way out to the ocean, there to find us floating, fishing for new catch out of our depth, hoping to not get wrecked. Washed up on the shore was a lump that went before, got so battered by the storm. Biggest catch ain't the best unless the quality superiority rests. Offended me so well that you can tell that's the way it's supposed to be. There ain't no icebergs at the equator. Shotgun said this